Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Before I start talking about combat systems in my game, quick announcement. Last time I spoke about playable prototype that I would have in some uncertain future, but I have it ready much sooner than I expected. If you're interested, it is now available on itch.io, link in the description. Now to the combat. Last several days were quite busy. I was thinking, designing, prototyping, because both my own intuition and my testers' feedback proved that the previous combat system was not so good as I originally thought. In the beginning, I designed it as a kind of rock, paper, scissors game, but with 4 actions. In every round, enemies start an animation, and you have to answer properly. There were several small twists to the idea, and all in all, it was chaotic cumbersome system. From the player's perspective, it was random in the beginning, and then quite straightforward, the ideal opposite of what I was aiming for. So last week, I started thinking how it could be improved. I wanted the combat to be tactical, not arcade-like, as it is in most platformers, so the partially turn-based combat was there to stay. I also tried to stick to the 4 action system, because it seemed to be a good number of options for a player to consider in a short time. The first new idea was that each action is at the same time offensive and defensive, so you can attack from above and block from below, attack and block from below, attack and block from above, etc. However, it still wasn't a tactical combat, you just reacted to the enemy's action. The next idea was that you make 3 moves in every turn, and each one of them is an attack or a block, from below or from above. But it had the same problems as the first idea, and multiple actions did not make the tactical aspect more important. After several days, I thought I just couldn't design anything better, but at the same time I had an impression that I'm catching something. And there it was. If I want a tactical combat, I must give the player several options and possibility to make plans. So there mustn't be the only one best move, but there must be a possibility to visualize a plan that will lead the player to the victory. By the way, I was heavily inspired by analyzing RTS games. So there I imagined a system using tokens. 3 is a good number, so maybe 3 types. Maybe attack, defense and energy. Every move adds some tokens and use some other tokens. The player must wisely juggle the tokens to perform a continuous string of actions. Now some clever internal links in the system and it should work. So when you use tokens, they take their effects. Attack tokens deal damage, shield tokens negate damage, energy tokens destroy gathered shield tokens, making it easier to deal damage in the future. Of course, there are also various enemies, various weapons, various pieces of armor, but they are easy to incorporate in the system. Each enemy and weapon links to different actions. The number of actions possible is big enough to see clear distinctions. Write a comment below and say what you think about the combat system. Keep watching and I will show how the development is progressing.